students, so here we are with the question second of the exercise 2.3 of the chapter Polynomials. So here the question second is, check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. And the two polynomials have been provided in part A, B and C respectively. So as we know, the first polynomial can be the factor of the second polynomial only and only if on dividing the second polynomial with the first polynomial, the remainder obtained is equals to 0. So in order to perform the division of the second polynomial with the first polynomial, what we have to use the long division method. That is, by using the long division method, we will divide the second polynomial with the first polynomial. Now, what the long division method says, that in first step, we have to divide the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor. On dividing the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor, let us say that we obtain a term which is denoted by an alphabet A. Now, in step 2, write A into divisor below the dividend and then subtract. Repeat the whole process till the degree of the dividend is less than the degree of divisor. What it means is that if the degree of the dividend is greater than the degree of the divisor, we again need to repeat the step 1 and 2 and again check the condition whether or no the degree of the dividend comes out to be less than the degree of the divisor. If yes, then we will terminate over here and the obtained term will be the remainder. And if not, then again we need to repeat the step 1 and 2 respectively. So now this was all about the long division method. Coming to the A part of this question, here we have been provided with the two polynomials, that is t square minus 3, and the second polynomial is 2t4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12. In this question, this polynomial is a dividend and the first polynomial is a divisor. So dividing the first polynomial and the second polynomial by using long division method, we will see, writing here the dividend and now as we know, the first step was to divide the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor. So dividing it, we will obtain 2t square. So now multiplying 2t square with the divisor t square minus 3, we will obtain 2t4 minus 6t square. Now changing the sign and subtracting the second polynomial from the first, we will obtain 3t cube plus 4t square minus 9t minus 12. As the degree of the dividend is greater than the degree of the divisor, so again we need to repeat the step 1 and 2. So dividing the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor, we will obtain plus 3t. And then multiplying 3t with the divisor, what we will obtain is a polynomial 3t cube minus 9t. So now subtracting the second polynomial from the first, that is by changing the sign of the second polynomial and adding them, we will obtain 4t square minus 12. Again, the degree of the dividend is not less than the degree of the divisor. Again, we need to repeat the step 1 and 2. So on dividing the dividend with the divisor, plus 4 will be obtained. So here it comes out to be 4t square minus 4 into minus 3 will be minus 12. Now changing the signs, here the answer comes out to be 0. As 0 has been obtained by the long division method as a remainder, what it means is that t square minus 3 is the factor of the second polynomial provided in A part, which means that we can write as remainder is equals to 0. Therefore, t square minus 3 is a factor of 2t raised power 4 plus 3t raised power 3 minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12. So this is how we solve the A part of this question. Now coming to the B part, here the first polynomial, that is divisor, is x square plus 3x plus 1, and the dividend is 3x raised power 4 plus 5x raised power 3 minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. Now again dividing the second polynomial with the first polynomial by using long division method, that is here x square plus 3x plus 1, and the dividend is 3x raised power 4 plus 5x raised power 3 minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. Now in dividing the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor, we will obtain 3x square. And now in multiplying this with the divisor, we will obtain 3x raised power 4 plus 9x raised power 3 plus 3x square. And now changing the sign, we will obtain minus 4x raised power 3 minus 10x square plus 2x and plus 2. Again the degree of the dividend is greater than the degree of the divisor. Again we need to repeat the steps 1 and 2. So repeating it, we will obtain minus 4x on dividing minus 4x cube by the term x square. So here it will be minus 4x cube minus 12x square minus 4x. Now changing the sign, so we will obtain 2x square plus 6x and then plus 2. Now again dividing the dividend with the divisor, the term obtained will be plus 2. So here it comes out to be 2x square plus 6x plus 2. And changing the sign, these three terms will cancel out each other, so 0 will be obtained as a remainder. So we can write as remainder is equals to 0. What it signifies is x square plus 3x plus 1 is a factor of 3x raised power 4 plus 5x raised power 3 minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. Now coming to the C part of this question, here two polynomials provided are x cube minus 3x plus 1, and the dividend is x raised power 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Or by writing the missing terms, we will write x cube plus 0 into x square minus 3x plus 1, and the dividend is x raised power 5 plus 0 into x raised power 4 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Now again performing the long division over the second polynomial and the first polynomial, we will write x cube plus 0x square minus 3x plus 1, and the dividend is x raised power 5 plus 0 into x raised power 4 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. So now dividing the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor, we will obtain x square, and this multiplying x square with the divisor, we will obtaining the polynomial x raised to power 5 minus 3x raised to power 3 plus x square. Now changing the signs and subtracting the second from the first polynomial, we will obtain minus x raised to power 3 plus 3x plus 1. As the degree of the dividend is greater than the degree of divisor, or it's equal to that of the divisor, again we need to repeat the steps 1 and 2. So on dividing the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor, we will obtain minus 1. So here it will be minus x cube plus 3x and minus 1. Changing the signs, we will obtain 2. As the remainder obtained is equal to 2 in this case, what it means is that x cube minus 3x plus 1 is not a factor of x raised to power 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. So, after doing all the three parts, what we get to know is that if on dividing the second polynomial with the first polynomial, if the remainder comes out to be equal to 0, then first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial. If not equal to 0, then the second polynomial cannot have first polynomial as one of its factor. So this was all about the question second. I hope this question is clear to all of you.